What's up, y'all? Breaking news again. So I just got off work, you know what I'm saying? Had to make my little move real quick to get my pack, ready to settle myself and enjoy my day, the rest of it. Sorry about that. The sun been, you feel me? It was so gloomy today, and my spirits were so turned up. When I tell you my whole day was beautiful, then the sun come out once I get off work. You see how God works? Well, let me tell you this. The devil is after all of us, but he can't win. He can't win. Let me tell you why. You know how I got the hater, Mr. Hater, you feel me? We're not even going to say his name. We're not going to speak his name like Voldemort. So Mr. Hater, we doing a job, right? We didn't already work the job before. We come back, the lady moving her stuff to storage. She don't want to take some of the stuff because her father that she's moving back in with won't allow most of the stuff, and she doesn't want to also pay more for storage. So I said, Miss, I got you. You feel me? What they call me? Black, what is that? Black Robin Hood, you feel me? So I helped her. I took a few things. I took a bed. I took a coffee table. I took some outside furniture. And I said, Miss, I got you. I said, I got you. You feel me? Let me tell you, that's not even the best part. Best part is this. God say anything you want and desire, I can give it to you. So we move her out of her apartment. Mind you, she's staying in the most bougiest apartment, but guess what was in the apartment complex? Artwork. God said, I'm finna bless you up, turn up. So I'm seeing all this bougie artwork, but it was the environment, it was the essence. God said, you can do this yourself. He said, you can own an apartment complex and turn that joint into a gallery on God. When I tell you, I took some videos of it. I had to go and tell my coworker that I was going to the bathroom just because I know Mr. Hater was about to be like, yo, why is you? I said, you're not about to know my motherfucking, because this is what it is. Whenever you're working for yourself and your future, don't tell no one what you're doing. I told my cool coworker, he said, what you about to do? I said, I'm finna videotape this. And guess what? Since I'm in Atlanta and we still in the South, one of the the door, it wasn't the doorman, one of the little concierge joints, he's a white guy. I did it, I couldn't get back on the elevator because I ain't had a key fob. He looked at me, but look at my complexion, look at my outfit. He thought I was a thief because I'm black with a hoodie on, but he ain't want to sound racist. So what he said was, how are you? I said, how are you? He said, what you doing? I said, looking at this art. He said, I said, I'm waiting, because I already knew what he was thinking. I said, I'm waiting for my coworkers so I can continue finishing this move. He said, what floor you on? I said, I don't know. He said, you could just wait in the regular, you can wait in the main room. I asked the Jamaican lady, I said, where should I wait? She said, you can pick wherever you want to wait. You feel me? Because your own kind knows what's up. I said, thank you, Bumbakalot. Wagwan. I said, thank you. So I ended up waiting right back near the elevators, and I ended up looking at the Picasso book and the Salvador Dali book. So I get some inspiration, right? When I tell you, I done felt so marvelous when I got off work. I felt so marvelous when I got off work. God said, you finna make it, not because you are talented, but because you have the ingenuity. You have the spirit of never giving up. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna give up. And then when I was in the car, shout outs to Level Up Guru, when I was in the car watching her video about Tupac, guess what my coworker said? He said, that's you. That's what he said. I said, you feel me, God? I said, you give me too many signs, you feel me? So, because I know myself, I know my heart. I know my heart. And I know I'm finna max out. I don't care how long it takes. It ain't even a matter of time no more. I'm gonna do this just because I know I can. For anyone that got a gift, go forward and don't stop. Talk to y'all soon.